In the mud. Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Bush.
And BULLRAD.
And you tapped into the, BULLRAD podcast and reactions.
For sure, for sure. Original content only.
Original content.
What you got going on?
Original content. How y'all like? We got to practice our intro. That's what I got going on. I ain't like your energy. I ain't like the way you feel me.
I don't like your face, but, you know.
Fuck you. I don't want you to like my face. Hey, yo, pause. Anyway, man, we're going to take it back to the old school. You know, we used to be the demon slayers of this shit. We taking it back to them days, man. I mean, a lot of stuff I see. And today I want to salute. We're going to do a reaction, but we're going to speak on it. B-Rab been telling me stuff about this because I think he a demon reader. He might be a demon because, they identify each other. But, nah, we both have a dislike for this person, and we both expressed it. Both have videos on it. Man, I want to say, first of all, salute to Point and Shoot channel. Y'all go subscribe to Point and Shoot.
He's definitely doing his thing. Salute to that man for sure.
Indeed, indeed. Poetic Flacco, the lame biscuit. We're going to really break it down, but I like the way he really got into it, so let's just set it off. But before we get into that, what's good though? Why you look a little different today? You look like you're more ready. You want
Terminator? Okay, Terminator. No, just got some sleep, man. Like I said a couple nights ago, I missed a night of sleep, and then can't make up a night of sleep in one day. But slept a little late today. It was Sunday, which is nice, and feeling good. Feeling ready to get at it. Feeling ready to talk about Poetic Flacco being a bitch.
and a whack. A whack
podcaster, yeah, and also a mark man.
A whack disciple, whack 100. But anyway,
inside. That's right. Yeah.
But like I said though, salute the Point and Shoot. He about to make some good points. I watched a little bit of this. I ain't watched the whole thing, but man, let's get into it.
All right, so Poetic Jala is going viral right now for exposing who he said.
Now he's saying Jala because that's his last name, Jala.
Has disalived Draco the Ruler, and he says that he is working with detectives to try to get the suspect locked up.
You know that I have the actual name. I've been working with a detective that I can tell you that when this drop, you're going to have 1,000 people.
Now, before I keep going, not only is this a disgusting thing to do, but the reasons why he did it is even more evil and disgusting. I'm starting to believe when everybody say he stink, I definitely starting to believe that based on his attitude and what he's doing. Like, this guy is a sleazebag for real. But watch though, you'll understand.
Be in that detective ear, putting pressure on him to really bring in arrest and really solve this. So you terrified, you scared, and it's okay.
So Jala says that he's getting his information straight from the detective that's working this homicide. And he says that he's the press conference guy for LAPD, basically, is what he's trying to say.
But I'm not giving information to no goddamn body. I'm receiving information. That's different.
You're literally just you're the press conference. Hey, this is the evidence that the police
absolutely
have.
How adamant he think he's so smart, like he right. This guy, yo, all right, let's keep it going.
Absolutely.
What? So Jala says that the detective is giving Jala information to disseminate to the public so that the public will put pressure on the detective to bring an arrest and solve the case. What? That doesn't make any sense. But what does make sense, though, is the rumor that's going around in the streets saying that Poetic Jala is a Wack 100 asset and that Wack 100 is helping Jala with insider information about what.
Boom. That makes lots of sense.
That does.
These tactics going to be similar too.
What's going on in LA in return for Jala promoting Wack on his YouTube channel and constantly running defense for Wack, spinning narratives for Wack in favor of Wack and making Wack look good all the time.
A lot of y'all may feel a way about Wack. Wack 100 is needed.
Draco, the brother worked on Friday, there.
I just fucked up. Heavy glazing. Here we go. Heavy glazing. About to happen. You about to witness some heavy glazing from a sucker. Wack 100.
And making Wack look good all the time.
A lot of y'all may feel a way about Wack. Wack 100 is needed. Agitate Wack and make Wack resort back to his old way. Wack is 100% correct. Like 100%. I believe personally, Suge Knight is lying on Wack 100, trying to get Wack 100 in jail. This is crazy, okay? Wack didn't do it maliciously. It was not on purpose. Wack had nothing but good intent. And the one thing they say, they feel like Wack 100 got 9 lives. Whenever they feel like they got Wack 100 or they can pin Wack 100 down to something, Wack 100 finds his way out the situation and he becomes the victor. Shout out to Wack 100 because Wack 100 was able to locate the man Jimmy Highsmith. Wack is playing 3D chess here, bro. Wack has mastered the 48 laws of power. Wack 100 being the OG of the no jumper building and damn near the muscle at this point. But why Wack is getting so many pushback right now is because Wack done exposed so many rappers in the last month that people is now like, man, can we enjoy just one rapper coming home, man? Man, Wack.
Now, I don't know if Wack 100 got 9 lives, but I know Wack 100 got a dick holder, and that's this dude right here. He definitely got somebody to wipe his ass if he need. He got this motherfucker right here, and he know how YouTube work. That's why he keep mentioning his name, Wack 100, Wack 100, Wack. It's a Hall of game.
Well, Wack 100 is also walking around with a choker around his neck with a collar, being held by the feds. Like, come on,
that's a fact. And Wack got a choker around his neck to protect his ass and on different things because he don't got like this is crazy, but Wack 100 glazed boy. He's heavy. A chump.
Heavy.
They know Wack is right. Like, and I do think that Adam has Wack 100 to thank because Wack 100, I believe, because he's in the building.
So Jala does seem to be an obvious pawn for Wack 100 in return for sensitive information about the streets. I mean, everything about that just sort of fits. I mean, they're best friends. They hang out outside of work. Their girlfriends are friends. They're constantly in Miami. They're taking trips. They're double dating. I mean, they're pretty much best friends. And it's really weird that Jala keeps helping the cops investigate people that Wack 100 doesn't like. Like, for example, Brick Baby.
That was one of the most federal things ever. You basically said that Brick Baby's version of what happened to Lil Pab was different than the public version that was put out there by the cops, and that therefore Brick Baby probably has inside information, and you're basically like implicating him. Now, I happen to know information that leads me to...
So Jala openly says that he hates...
Well, honestly, Adam is the reason why we know about Poetic Flacco. And so let's be clear here, Adam. Chill out. It's okay. And you're a civilian. Who cares? You're a media big dog. But let's remember where this guy came from. You know, he came from you.
Hates gang members.
And it was a good choice for him, too. But I'm just saying.
But he wants to be Brick Baby's friend. And I'm wondering why that is. Is it because he wants to help Wack 100 get Brick Baby locked up? What? That's what it seems like to me. And I've talked about this before. Jala befriends gang members only to get information directly from them that's not available online already, so that Jala can put it online and profit from it enormously.
So it's just okay to be a hypocrite.
Yeah, of course.
What? Look, until
at least you're honest about it at this point.
Until
I hate gangbangers, but I love Brick. I'm a hypocrite.
Until Trump.
I think there's a lot more drastic.
So let's say
I hate gangbangers, but I love Brick. Why do you love Brick? Because he's giving you opportunity to do videos with him and opportunist thing. It's all about money. You're a disgusting pig.
He loves Brick until Brick sets the wolves on and lets him get robbed coming off a set one night at the end of production.
Period. Because he does these videos like the gangbangers need to be in jail. I hate this. I hate crime. This is terrible. But that's not sincere. That's not true. Yeah. Obviously.
There's an old adage goes, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are.
Snake.
Trump has an 8-year administration.
So Brick Baby's locked up now, so he's out of the way. And now guess what? Jala is actively beefing with another Wack 100 enemy, Munchie B.
Munchie is not looking at what Wack has, and he's looking around paranoid, not knowing who's working with Wack and who's not working with Wack. So now he just made this huge jump, and he thinking that, like, you feel me, that my documentary that's coming out has something to do with Wack when it doesn't. So right.
I heard his voice shaking. This guy is, man, he's something else. I'm surprised. Only reason why he got to where he at by doing these snake shit, because listening to him is like, wow, how could y'all listen to him? He got all these subscribers. He's stuttering. He sounds stupid. He don't know what he's talking about. He ain't from none of that. It's just it's crazy what the internet could do.
So hence he just jumped.
Oh yeah,
jumped off the ledge and dissed me, and I'm like,
So let me explain what's going on. So Munchie B's friend is the person that Jala is saying killed Draco the Ruler. So Munchie B is upset that Jala is exposing his friend, and he thinks that Jala is getting this information from Wack 100. And
Jala.
Munchie B hates Wack 100. So now Munchie B is mad at Jala because he thinks that Jala is a Wack 100 asset. So Munchie turned on Jala and cut ties with him and made a video about him and talking about his family.
You hearing it now? Fuck your last name. Your last name is Tarnished. Your last name is Tarnished. And I'm gonna tell you, and y'all go see why your last name is Tarnished. Frederick Jala.
Frederick Jala is my real name.
Frederick. If that's
And the reason why Munchie say that because his brother got caught up in some deviant acts with a girl, younger girl, and that's why I don't think he's gonna explain it on this video. But there's a reason why he's saying that, and then it's like a hit, let's talk about that. You talking about gang members? Talk about that.
Absolutely, talk about that. I don't care who you are. If you're doing that, you need to get called out for that by far. More so, in my opinion, than gangbanging, unless you murdered someone innocent.
Thank you.
It's your real name. Because hey, look, these Africans be coming from over there because you came out here like when you was like 5 or something. And they're like, y'all want to be more Americanized, so y'all get some Americanized names like Greg or Joe. Y'all make y'all keep the African last name, but y'all put some white shit in front of it. Or some bullshit or whatever. If Frederick your real name, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, Frederick Jala. I'm gonna tell you why your name bullshit. Fuck that last name on Inglewood family. Any female need to run from the Jala last name. It ain't straight. On any resume, it ain't straight.
So Munchie doing this and making this video about Jala and his family is exactly what Jala wanted, because this gives Jala the excuse to flip on Munchie and implicate him in crime.
We said it before, said it again. Big U. Think big U. Think loose cannon. Think all of the Wack ops. Same fucking scheme.
Yeah.
Same dirty snake tactic.
Get knocked, talk shit, use excuse to rat.
Use excuse to rat. Clip that.
It always comes down to an excuse to rat. Like, why bother? Just rat. Like,
just
rat.
rat.
Your face. You just rat. Just rat.
Yeah. I ratted because he talked about my family. That's why I ratted.
No, you ratted because you wanted a rat.
Like, you wanted to rat. And it's a financial gain too.
If the guy gave you $5 million, you would take that and he could say whatever you wanted about your family, but you wouldn't care.
The difference is it's a financial gain for him. For Wack 100, it was more like a fair thing. Get this motherfucker out of here. They trying to get me. But at the same time, look, Wack is using him to take his op out because Wack and Munchie B don't get along, and they talk crazy to each other. So wow.
Checkers versus chess, my man.
Dirty game.
Jala does this all the time. He's a grudge holder. He'll hold the grudge his whole life, and he'll wait for the perfect time to turn. And this is the time, and this is what happened. And he's known for doing this. He's a known grudge holder. AD from the community clips has said this before.
And I his man. That's why I said he be waiting for the time to let him know how you feel about them. I don't even think that I think that they probably didn't with each other like that. And then now, Munchie just says something that he can react to, and now he's like, "Gotcha."
So like, I've been calm the last couple of months while you done took shots because when I go off the ledge, I want to be 100% vindicated. You feel me? Right?
This is in the realms of somebody who said from day one that they will tell on you, don't do no crime around them. They will call the police. They would do anything like that.
But you've been around that for so long. That is crazy to me. You've been around Munchie B. You've been around like this is your coworker.
And do you think that he cares about that relationship versus what he's doing on the internet right now? No.
But don't like.
And it feels like, Wack played mind games with him. And you feel me? And Wack got him to crash. But because I know Rockstar, again, I've said nothing.
Ain't as dumb as you think.
I've said nothing.
You working with Wack.
Okay, cool. I've said nothing about Munchie. Okay, cool. I've said nothing about Munchie.
Here, you fat boy. Address that. Okay, cool. I said nothing about Munchie. You are crazy, bro.
I've done nothing to Munchies. So now I feel 100%.
Certain things are poison that you let into the system. They're gonna poison the whole shit.
Yeah,
make shit crazy.
And shit talk and bullshit is poison. You know, if it's justified and it's legit, then it's called the truth, and you're calling people out. But if you're just talking shit, that is legit poison. I'm not saying.
But what's worse than talking? You know, like you said, but at talking about something serious matters and don't having no proof or nothing, and not knowing nothing because you're in a whole another state and talking about murders and all that.
I understand people. I understand the want to discuss these things and to try to figure them out. And now with the internet, I get people trying to be the first one to do it and the first one to get it. You know, to get famous and get clout.
I don't get that.
No, that happens. That's people, you know, the internet sleuths that are out there trying to solve crimes and shit. Some of them are out there because they want to help, like most people. And there's others out there that they want the clicks. They want to be the one that found it so they can get kind of famous or, you know, online famous. But with this one, it's like tearing people down on your podcast or on your show to get clicks, to be more famous is not a way you want to be famous, because if you live by a sword, you're going to die by a sword. So if you go out there every day and you trash people on YouTube and on podcasts just to make money, people are going to come for your head. When they do, they're going to trash you real good. And the internet doesn't lose. And it's you versus the whole world at that point, if it gets that far. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This guy's going to have a hard fall, but, you know, it is what it is.
He's going down with Wack as far as all this shit. There's no future in this shit, I don't think. But hey,
no, not for a shit talker like that. You have to be a very special person to last that long being a shithead.
Now let's be clear. Yeah, Munchie B, dumbass. He shouldn't have said nothing. But he's a gang member, supposed to be notorious. But it's just a different thing when you befriend somebody and y'all talking or whatever, and then they hold that information for years and years until you find out the bullshit about him, and he you know, and you get mad at them. Then they release it, say he did this and that. He's terrible. I'm doing it. Like, nah, you knew this shit for a minute though, fat boy.
Yeah, that's like
vindicated.
There's a meme
to
out
do
there
whatever.
There's a meme out there that I've seen that discusses this perfectly. It said it's like your best friends aren't really your best friends. It's just a collection of people who know the worst shit about you, so you can never stop talking to them.
That's great. I don't like to think about that like that.
No, it's not true, but it is funny though.
I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna enjoy doing it, and it's gonna be.
Bro, if you really fuck with Munchie, bro, you would reach out to him instead of doing that shit. Bro.
I'm not reaching out to no nigga who say fuck me and my last name. Fuck her.
You put.
Yeah, I mean, you got the right to be mad, but you holding information about a murder and killings that you wasn't there, you have no proof about it, and then that's the way you revenge. That's crazy as hell. You should have revenged with facts, like he did. He talked facts.
Yeah, no. And on top of that, it's like, one, that's just stupid because you have no evidence, so you can't get the guy in any real trouble just talking shit, basically. Two, now you're a marked man. If someone is a murderer and you try to fucking go at them and get them in trouble, but you have zero proof, you fail. And now that murderer is upset with you, so that's a bad look. And then on top of that, three, if there is no murder and there never was a murder, you're looking at crazy defamation lawsuits. Like, oh man,
it's goofy shit. So you know, and it's dangerous for the kids to see this shit. The future YouTubers.
There was a murder, and he goes in now, and there's no evidence. He just fucking ruined the whole case because, like, now you've brought up a murder, and they're gonna have to obviously look into it. They're not gonna find shit, so that's gonna be the end of it. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get someone on murder, you need to go to the police on a low, help them collect evidence, and then come out once they have the evidence, so you can lock the person up. Not just say that shit randomly and hope that they get something. That's crazy. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, but I got another theory too about when Wack did it. They coming to get Big U. They coming on the thing. I got another theory. They want the dude to try to get a plane ticket and try to get up out of there, and then they get caught by the feds. Boom, he was trying to flee because I don't even understand. But
trying to force him out. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
In the best position anyway about that shit you about to do, bro.
Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna punish that boy, man.
So now Jala says that he feels it's not a proper use of the word vindicated, but he says that he feels justified in destroying Munchie now because Munchie struck first. So now Jala is online trolling the Bloods.
He thinks he's winning too.
trolling Munchie, really trying to destroy Munchie.
Come on, Blood. I don't understand, Blood. Why this nigga so mad? Because I'm confused. All right. If you have nothing to do with Draco the Roller's death, if you or your homies and Inglewood families have nothing to do with Draco the Roller,
a sick person. I could look in his eyes.
Why is he wearing red and shouting Suwoo and shit? Like, what the hell is this guy doing? What is he doing?
It's the same person. I put a video out where he said, you know, come on, all these gangbangers, I killed all of them. They can't fuck with me. Come on now. And I know he's using that because he know everybody gonna go, oh, he's crazy, oh. But he playing with it because and that's what his mentality though.
He's gonna get shot in the fucking Burger King drive-thru line doing this kind of dumb shit though.
Yeah, because let's be honest, real G's ain't worried about his dumb ass. You feel me? So he can say this little dumb shit on here. You feel me?
Yeah, young kids, 14-year-old, 15-year-old kids are gonna get at him. Just to make the name point.
He definitely upped his chances. Definitely for that. He definitely upped his chances. And who wants to do that for the clout?
Death. And why are you going so hard trying to get me not to drop this video? The person who killed Draco the Ruler, the person who took the knife and actually stabbed Draco the Ruler, well, that person is really close to Munchie B. But of course, I'm not saying anything new because Munchie B slipped up and said on Clubhouse that he passed the bottle to Draco the Ruler's killer almost every day.
No, man, Draco is dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on, homie.
Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Draco shit used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You know Draco shit was on the table and ain't there no more, right?
Hold
on. You do know I did. I said Draco and his brother worked there on Friday. You know, on there every Tuesday, right? Take your dumb ass up, bro. Hey, bro. Draco is dead, bro. Hey, bro, the nigga that killed Draco, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are we talking about? Bro, Draco is dead, bro. Draco is dead, bro. Why are you talking about that nigga?
Hey, bro, you heard what I just said, right?
Draco put 50 on a blind nigga and he's dead. Why are you talking about him?
Draco the Ruler ain't never dead. As long live the ruler forever. But I'm glad you said that because it's time to expose which one of Munchie B's friends who killed Draco the Ruler that he passes the bottle to every day.
Wow.
And I'm also glad, Munchie, that you contacted the Crips to apologize for saying too much because your homie is responsible for other people's deaths. I'm glad you called and apologized and confirmed.
You know, he really exposed himself. You know that, right? You knew all this information all this time. Alleged bullshit information that you think you know.
I mean, that's what they say you have to do. So either keep your mouth shut about it or you go to the police, but you don't go on a podcast and run your mouth about knowing of a killer and not saying shit. That's highly illegal. Highly illegal.
That your homie is the killer of Draco the Ruler. I'm glad you did that, Munchie.
So I don't know if Jala realizes what he's doing right here, but he's admitting to being fake friends and having used Munchie B. Because if he's so disturbed by Munchie B being friends with murderers and being an active gang member who's done,
which is another point, but the more important point is the point we made about him admitting that he knew about all this shit, this foul shit, killings and whatever else, and now you decide to say it and use and that's deep. That's some other shit.
Yeah, it's some bad shit to admit on the internet too.
Goofy, yeah.
All this heinous stuff. He was okay with being friends with him before, but now that Jala's not on No Jumper anymore, he has no use for him anymore. Now he's this disgusting gang member who deserves to go to prison. This is what Jala thinks. And if that's not the case, if he truly did used to be Munchie B's friend, then he's friends with these fucking people that he hates. So he's just like, well, you know, which one is it? Because it's both fraud. In my opinion, anyways. He doesn't have a conscience. He doesn't care about victims. He's not trying to help anyone. He's trying to help himself. He's trying to get all the clout and all the fame off of this. And his coworkers at No Jumper are calling him out for this also.
Find out. Who cares? Yeah. I told the truth about Flacco and his whole exposing Draco's killer and blah, blah, blah. And of course, that would annoy somebody if I'm the person that's telling the truth. Like, hey.
Salute to her. She's standing on business. I like that.
It doesn't seem that genuine. Like, why would you, if you knew the person, why wouldn't you just tell Ralphie, or why wouldn't you do this? Why wouldn't you do that? Why are you like Crime Stoppers on the internet and posting?
To get money.
That's what I'm saying. So why would anybody try to give you respect for that or be like, oh yeah, go Flacco? Nigga, you're milking the situation for your own personal gain. Are you gonna cut Ralphie in on any of that money you're getting from these videos? No. So shut the fuck up. Don't nobody care about that shit.
If you want that, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to get you the fuck out the paint. Bring Munchie back in the group chat because he's actually up here. He's actually a part of the squad. He's not a whack agent that's trying to destroy no jumper from inside. Bring Munchie back, kick Flacco out. This was some good content, but it's time to bring the team back together for the team that's actually plays on the court.
This is my whole point.
Not a whack agent that be trying to destroy the company from the inside.
That's funny. Everybody know he's a whack agent. I ain't even get this far. But I knew I was for sure positive he's a whack agent. Which crazy, bro. And when they say agent, what does that mean when they call him whack agent? What you mean? Why they call him an agent?
Because he's an operative for the other side.
He working for them people.
That was a bore right there. Like that.
Man, no more Flacco topics. We not reacting to Flacco videos to give us context on the topics so you can push your YouTube channel on No Jumper.
Who is that? Salute to him. He going hard. He look a little, but I like what now. Man, pause. He going crazy. Good. Let's go. Let me bring it back. I like this because Flacco, he's speaking facts though.
Fuck out the paint. Bring Munchie back in the group chat because he's actually up here. He's actually a part of the squad. He's not a whack agent that's trying to destroy no jumper from inside. Bring Munchie back, kick Flacco out. This was some good content, but it's time to bring the team back together for the team that's actually plays on the court.
This is my whole point.
Not a whack agent that be trying to destroy the company from the inside. That was a bore right there. I like that.
Man, no more Flacco topics. We not reacting to Flacco videos to give us context on the topics so you can push your YouTube channel on No Jumper. It's over with.
Ooh. So sure, Jala went viral for exposing this alleged murderer and everything else like that. But I mean, at what cost? Because so many people have turned on him. His coworkers hate him. Everyone hates him. People think that he's just a slimy little son of a bitch. Even Crit Mac is coming out and talking about how much he stinks and smells.
You is our very own Poetic Flacco. He believes.
Get him, Crit Mac. What you recognize it? Let's go.
Very strongly that he could beat you in a fight.
That fat piece of shit. Are you serious? We can fist fight. I'll fight him fists.
He said if you guys get in a boxing match that he's going to take you out.
We'll see. Bring your fat, smelly ass on, punk.
Yeah.
He just smells like shit. He smelled like somebody just tore his asshole open and left him on the streets with the homeless.
Flacco. Yo, I'm with Crit Mac. He says that he's down for the fade.
I don't start that down. Hey, you also smell like shit. Let me buy you some soap, you punk motherfucker.
What'd you say, Flacco?
You fat, smelly piece of shit. You homeless, smelly punk.
So, I mean, in my opinion, yeah, he's going viral, but he's also just sort of destroying anything moving forward. I mean, what are him and Wack going to do? I mean, you can't work in law enforcement and hip hop at the same time. It just doesn't really work out, I don't think. So this is going to be really interesting seeing what happens. So thank you guys for watching and stay tuned. Hit subscribe, hit like for me and leave some comments so I can read. I want to do
low point and shoot. This is the dead end situation for Flacco.
Yeah, it is.
Dead end
too.
And you see Trap Lord Ross, his shit is going down. He's realizing they hip to him. His whole, everything is slowing up and things like that. Like the Reddit, looking at Reddit solving crimes, that ain't hip. That ain't what it is. And then reporting them now, we know. But with this dude, it's over for Flacco. I think it's coming. And there's no way, like, what are you going to do after this?
Unless he pivots and he goes and just does like, voice work or just an on-screen person for some other
voice work. You hear how he stutters? Nah,
but I don't know if he's much of a fucking researcher. You know what I mean? And like he doesn't have a great speech delivery. He's got a speech impediment of some sort. So I don't know.
Voice work. You realize he put out a video? I mean, a book that was on sale for $100, and this dude point and shoot his ass bought it. Why he buy it? Look, he got robbed. He said, "Well, we gonna get into it real quick because a little clip of it." Like, but he's a finesser. He's a hustler, though. I can't deny that. Obviously,
look, he got on the internet and he got a voice. And why do I know Jumper? He's obviously not an idiot. That's what I'm saying. Like, he might be able to be do the voice for like a podcast or some shit like that. Like, you know, like the main talent behind the desk doing news type shit. Maybe.
If you seen this and you was a friend of his and you see what he did, wouldn't you be worried like, oh, this dude a snake? He gonna snake me too if I get him mad?
Yeah, that would be a very big concern of mine. Moreover, I'd be very concerned with why he's dressing like a gang member and he's not affiliated. And on top of that, he's not just dressing like that. He's going on to a fucking podcast that's full of gang members and members watching, and then he's still going to dress like that. That's crazy to me. I don't know why he's doing that.
Because he's
also passed around alleged nudes of Lennon Honor in order to try to destroy the reputation.
They on him though.
What's that?
You know, as Americans, you know.
All right, so for this video, I want
American, but these dudes coming from other countries or whatever, doing this bullshit, throwing shit at our game and our culture. That's why I like. That's why I'm coming at Trap Lord Ross and him. Like these dudes is and they throwing poison in. I can see if they throwing good, you know, adding on to it.
This is a little bit skewed, to be honest. It's pretty skewed because think about this. You're going to have a ship full of fucking white boys, right? Who've been on that ship for months. So they're starved and they're fucking dehydrated. And they're also medieval white boys. So they're like 5'5", 130 pounds. And then they get off the boats, in Africa, and then just walk into the jungles and then chase down these fucking Adonises of pure fucking perfect bodies and muscles through their own jungles against their own weapons when all these guys have pistols that took 60 seconds to reload and fire again. No fucking way. No way. You know what would happen to the fucking white guys who try to do some dumb shit like that? They'd be getting eaten that night, or they'd be working in the fucking fields for the African guys.
Everybody know it didn't go down like that. That's never been a thing. Everybody knows the negotiations with the kings and everything else. The problem is in America, they kept going. Everybody else stopped it. And then they kept going with it. So
what are you talking about? England stopped it in 1783 or whatever the fuck. And we followed like 2 years later. We were like the first two countries to stop it. Everybody else continued for a while. And
okay, you gotta look up your facts then. You're always saying something. I know what I'm talking about. The countries was looking in the sixth and like what the hell are y'all still doing?
Not defending any of it in any way. I'm just saying England.
You just came out the blue with it off topic, so I guess you want to go ahead.
No, it's always been a funny narrative to me to picture like a bunch of fat fucking white guys, or actually no, a bunch of skinny like emaciated white guys getting off and like chasing down these fucking insane specimens of athleticism and grit through their own jungles. It's just never gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
He says it's never gonna happen.
All right, so for this video, I want to speak to you guys about this Jala.
Frederick Jala is my real name
because he scammed me out of $100, and I'll explain what happened. So Frederick Jala Tokpa has engaged himself in false advertising and misrepresentation, and he basically tricked me into buying his book that promised me $10,000 a month on YouTube.
What? And that's might have Frederick Jala in the comments. Somebody clowning.
But he's been promising everyone else it's false advertising. Don't you see?
I can teach you how to make like $10,000 a month. It's easy. Look at my proof. I don't even gotta sell you. Look at my channel as proof. I want to teach you how to make your first 10K and then 100K once you get your 10K. I got a step-by-step book on how to make your first $10,000 a month on YouTube and grow really fast using secrets that I use that I don't hear nobody talk about. I have a step-by-step book on how to make it on YouTube and make your first $10,000 a month within 3 months. Okay, link is in the description as well as consultations and get your first 10K subscribers and then expedite that to 100K. How to make your first $10,000 a month.
You need to go half on that book.
On YouTube, fast and in a hurry. I can show you without a doubt how to make $10,000 a month on YouTube, bro. All right, like easily.
So basically what happened was I made the purchase, obviously. As soon as I became aware of this, I go, oh, I'm buying it. And I bought it, and I wasn't happy with what I got. Let's just say that I became extremely furious when I opened the contents of this book. It's not even, so get this. This is number one. The book is 3.5 pages long. What? And he's calling it a book. He's saying, buy my book. It's going to make you $10,000. And so I bought the book, and it was 3-page, double spaced, by the way, a 3.5 page double spaced book. Imagine.
That's a pamphlet.
That's a pamphlet. So you see the text, the salute, the point, and shoot.
$350 too. $350, $100 a page.
Salute to point and shoot. These snakes in the game, man, are dangerous for the kids. We got young YouTubers coming up, watching the game, checking out, analyzing. You got a guy like him, and Wack 100 is really fucking up the game with the poison that he's throwing in, but that's another story. But this dude right here, that channel needs to be, his first original content was Dr. Sebi, and I fuck with Dr. Sebi, you know. He did a lot of videos with Dr. Sebi, but the way he was doing it, you see how he's making the murderers already to the people, you know, the kids is looking at the videos like, yeah. He was doing that same thing with Dr. Sebi, and that was his niche. 1,000 videos about him, and then they weren't going nowhere. But it showed you like the level of deviance he'll go, and then he switched it over. Now you're dealing with gangsters and thugs and all this. Oh, this is my friend, but at the same time, you're a hypocrite. It's crazy, bro. That's all I'm saying. Most of the craziest I'm sorry, one more thing. Most of the craziest content on YouTube that I see that I'm like highly offended by, like on some moral shit. I'm sorry, but that's just me, because everybody could like it, but I'm just saying they mostly from out of the country. That's what I'm saying. And when I said that, you went into some other shit, but I'm just saying I don't give a damn what they from, Africa, London, wherever the hell they from. They come and they putting that poison in the American, like, and they using the American, you know, culture, like, yeah.
They take advantage of what, you know, they take advantage of what I've spoke about a bunch of times. People use it all the time. It's called suicidal empathy. Basically, it's the idea of like someone in America looks at it like a third world country and like, oh man, look at this family, you know, like their home was destroyed, their farm was taken, they got nothing left, they're distraught, they're starving. We should bring them to America because then they'll go to America and everything will be all right. Well, it'll turn out that that family wasn't really big on farming, you know what I mean? They just kind of live day to day off the state in Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever, and then you bring people like that to America and you give them a home and try to find them a job, but their culture isn't compatible with our culture, so they don't really get it, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really make sense to them the way our life, and they just don't assimilate. Now, I'm not saying it's their fault necessarily, you know, like if somebody picked me up and wanted me to assimilate to Afghan culture, I think I'd have some significant
Not
issues.
at all. But the problem is, the difference of what we're talking about is people invading a certain culture and putting out images and making money and putting out narratives on and studying the culture that they don't even know and they're not even from.
That's what I'm getting to, is with assimilation. You know, if you're going to assimilate, you're going to assimilate. That's one thing. That's coming to a country and becoming part of that group of people and becoming an American. But with America, we have this part of suicidal empathy that is, once you bring people here, how dare you change their customs and their ideas and their ways of life? And it's like, look, we're not telling you can't celebrate your religion and what it's all about, but there are practices and things in religion that are not permitted legally in the United States or most of the third world. So you can't do those things. And that's when they don't care. And that's when that's really like the crux of the issues of religion, is that's the basis.
And that's crazy. That's crazy because I think they might not understand the thing about putting crimes on people in the court of public opinion in America. Because they might not understand that. When you say something like that, it makes me think like, maybe I don't know. But it's ill.
It's completely foreign to them. You know what I mean? Like you see videos of like an immigrant will go to a park and like snatch a goose or a duck right off the fucking pond. You know what I mean? Just pick it up, take it home, and kill it and eat it. It's like, whoa, that's highly illegal. And they're like, what are you talking about? It's fucking
right. Like if you was out there at the park visiting whatever from America, you see some shit like that.
Like literally, I've seen multiple. That's not something I heard. I've seen multiple of those videos.
I know what you're saying. You're talking about the difference of cultures and how it's normal. Some things normal over there. Different.
It's shocking to us, and we're like, you can't do that. It's fucking mean. It's evil. It's unsanitary. What are you doing? And they're just like, we're hungry, and there's food there. What are you talking about? They don't understand.
Get to the internet. They're hungry and there's food there. When you get to the internet, there's hungry and there's food there. What do I got to do? Give a fuck? He looks like a bad guy. Fuck him.
I'm saying. So, like, while we look at his barbaric and criminal, that man just looked at it as like, what are you talking about? This is how do you survive? You
and
know,
that's
like,
why you explain it to him. That's why you explain it to him. You don't let him just do
the problem with that is, and
Wack 100 is a problem.
You live in New York, you know it. You can explain something to people a million times, and oftentimes they don't care. They just keep doing it.
No, but when you got an American, I'm got to stay in what we talking about, Poetic Federal. When you got an American manipulating them. You know,
yeah, that's all the way fucked up. Like taking advantage of people from a new country and just ripping them off, and the shit that people do to migrants is god awful. That's another reason why
he doesn't understand the shit that Wack is in. He don't understand what he don't understand. I don't think, but he feel protected, so he could talk this type of things and do that, and still pop up at no jumper type shit because Wack got his back type shit with his bodyguards and money and whatever. But he don't even understand. Like Wack, like I don't think he even get it. And that's the sad part. But I just like, it's like, man, wait a minute. We don't do that, accusing people of that in America. That's not, you got to have the evidence. You got to have either a video or the police got to be, or he got to be convicted. Because you know how many people I know, and I got passion in this because I got 2 uncles that was falsely convicted. One did 10 years, one did 3 years. You smell me? And I knew damn well they wasn't. My cousin, rest in peace, he got he had to take a felony. My cousin Jamal, rest in peace, my first cousin, he's like my best friend. He took a felony because he was jaywalking. He should have been in school, in high school in San Diego, and they called him jaywalking, wrote a ticket or something. And then later he get charged for a burglary that he definitely didn't do. He definitely didn't do none of that. And they said some shit and they put it on him because they picked him out in the lineup. And I know him, and I'm telling you, I swear he didn't do that shit. So he like false. That happens all the time. The false shit.
It does happen a lot.
You could be sure, like, yeah, he did it.
And people's memories, they've proven time and time again, people's memories are fucking terrible. Even like 5 minutes later, your memory is faded so badly. It's really like eyewitness testimony is difficult. You gotta have
you know why? And guess what? Where it came from, humans were different way back in them days. That's a fact. We were sharper. We was
sharp as hell. We didn't have as much information being blasted.
Thank you.
24-hour day of fucking rotation. Like we used to live in villages of like 40 to 60 people. And you knew those people. You know,
therefore our senses was all we depended on. We got made fun.
Now
we made shit fun. We did this, we did that. But if somebody do some crazy shit back then, they know they could do it. But now to be dependent on an eyewitness is crazy because everybody do drugs. Everybody do this. Everybody do that. Please. And everybody like, please. And they know the laws and they setting people up and they foul and shit like that too. They got shit going on.
That's the worst. Like, I mean, obviously it's never happened to me on a grand scale, but like watching these fucking movies where someone gets set up for an awful crime they didn't commit, it's just like, oh man,
ugly.
What a horrible fucking ordeal because it happens.
Nasty. Like, and then on another thing, like the poison in this internet, Gucci Mane. He snitched and everything else. It's all good. But Wack did a video talking about oh, he's not a gang member, he's not a this or that, he's a man. Okay, so I put up the video of him with the red rag on his head, dancing around, saying gang shit, saying killing the snitch, all that type of shit. And then I put up another video where he talking about snitches. They all snitched on me at the feds. So snitches, but almost I should have clipped it and made it a thing because he was like, yeah, that's a part of the game, basically. Like snitches is snitch, you know what I mean? But the thing is, my point is, Wack was saying he's not a gang member, he's not none of that. He came up hustling, and then I made a video about Max B defending him for them calling him a snitch. Max B ain't no gang member. He's a guy that's fucking, a hood guy, street guy, went to prison, came out, and he didn't really snitch. But Wack was on his head. He's a snitch, he's a rat, but he's defending Gucci. See, the crazy shit is the poison that they doing out here, man. Selective politicking.
Yeah, it's so convoluted and so intermingled with bullshit. It's insane. It's all personal opinion, really, and then a few standard laws, obviously. But I was just about to say something too. I lost it. It was decent.
Damn, he had it lined up.
Hopefully, I get it back. But it had something.
Yeah, man, you can't pin that. You can't do that. This is America. That's something we should really defend highly. You cannot put no crime on nobody until they convict in the court of law.
Especially as of lately, we've seen how bad it is with the internet. Like someone gets a charge against them, the charge might as well be a conviction. You know what I mean? Because people get treated like that immediately. It's insane. It's insane.
How are we gonna fight that shit? You can't convict somebody. It's America. That's one of the what amendment is that? I don't give a damn amendment, whatever. But we know damn well you're innocent until proven guilty.
We need actual impartial judges, not judges who lean heavy to the left and show it every day on their bench. We need clear-cut, decisive judges. It's a
You're going
shitty
too big. I'm talking about practical. Like, there should be laws on these videos to where there should be laws on these platforms, these big platforms that's letting people pin murders on people. That I swear to God, that's something that's really should be done. That's something that's practical that could be done right now. I think like these guys are putting 19 murders on NBA YoungBoy, 29 murders on him. Now the 19 is literal. Like Trap Lord Ross said, NBA YoungBoy, 19 murders. Like there should be laws on YouTube.
But the problem with that is when you get into that, right? Like one of the things they want to do is they want to start automating, so having an AI judge and jury, right? That way it's clear cut. It is what it is. But the problem with that is there's no nuance with a computer. You know what I mean? Like a judge can't take into a calculation that the woman killed her husband because he was beating on the kids every night and on her. You know what I mean? Shit like that. While it doesn't make it legal, it can absolutely change it from a second degree to a first degree, or even, from a first degree to a second degree, get years off, possibly no jail time for self-defense. But a robot's going to go down and say, murder 1, life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's one of the rare types of situations, but I'm just saying.
So you're saying that goes against our, as Americans, the freedom of speech and anybody could say anything type of shit, and I could make a video about BULLRAD. Oh, he killed 30 people.
What I'm doing is I'm giving you a theoretical walk down the path of what's going to happen if we go that route on the small things. Because we always focus in on the smaller things and the better side of things. People don't look at the macro situation, what it implies for
because you got to start small. If you're small, you got to be practical and think about how you could change some stuff. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is people have been talking about one day when they work it all out, having AI as like the judge. You know what I mean? That way it's fair. That way you don't get like political parties leaning towards their side or whatever the rules are. You know what I mean? You can't get your friends out of jail. If someone gets in trouble, they're going to get in trouble. No, oh, he's a state assemblyman or a congressman. No, it don't matter no more. Like, that'll be all right, But again, the human element is difficult, And a robot, the machine, AI is only as good as the information you get it. So if you give it all your information and it still comes up that it says that your client's guilty, even though you know for a fact he's not, you just don't have the physical or the literal evidence to prove it. It's just a human judge would know, all right, this guy's free. That's not going to matter to a computer. It's not going to matter to AI. It's going to be like, nope, the information's not there. He goes to jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the problem, that's true, and you're right. But the court of public opinion is messed up because now, these rappers, some of them are benefiting off of these videos. They love it. Like, oh yeah, but some of them they know it's lies and they love it too. But my thing is, as you get older or whatever, these kids or whoever, because if I was in the game, put myself in this. You don't want nobody making no videos saying you did this and that and this and that, and they don't even that even, you know what I mean? And you wasn't convicted of it. Like, I just feel like there should be some things with these platforms, like nah, you can't do that. They should be strike.
There is. So they have strikes on YouTube for going at people.
But why is Trap Lord Ross like? How can he make a video saying NBA Young 19 bodies?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, because I have no idea.
Unless there's some deeper shit and they was approved and it was some promotion stunt, because that was another theory of mine, and I went through that too. Like, I don't know, unless it's deeper than I know. Like, you feel me? I don't know.
YouTube isn't really the company to take chances like that. I don't think they were pretty wild.
Yeah. You're right.
They were wild. You know what I mean? But now, if you say the F word, it's
hey, check. Hey. You say that, but I just something. You was right, but then something clicked in my head that Leo Cohen, is the boss of YouTube right now. It's the boss of that type of shit. I think. Well, that's music, so I might be wrong. That's music. But I know he's involved. I know he's a big dog in it, but yeah, NBA YoungBoy, that's music. So yeah, it could be some shit. Hold on, conspiracy alert. Wait a minute. You feel me? Because think about it. When you got a rapper out there, and then you got Trap Lord Ross rose to the top as far as those type of documentaries. I ain't gonna hold you. OG Black dudes was like, yo, he be on his shit. They didn't know he was getting all this information from there, but they was like, yeah, like, but now we exposing it. But he ended up at the top as far as the money and stuff. So I would imagine that platforms will reach out to him and people will reach out to him and stuff like that. And so it's not out the realm that this is all like some shit that NBA YoungBoy can't agree to or whatever. Because he did many rappers, but it gives them more clout and fame as far as the shit they rap about. You know what I mean?
Makes you a wild one. Makes you like a I don't give a fuck person.
Let's be real here. We talked about this many times through the years. They've been manipulating this whole shit. You know, they realize the gangsters is quick to, people like, you know what I mean? Influence the kids. And then they realize the drug dealers later. And I feel like Jay-Z got a part of that thing too. I ain't gonna hold you. The boss drug dealers. And he, you know, but so they realize they manipulate shit. That's my point.
It's very true. Very true.
I mean, it's not far-fetched. You feel me?
There's a lot of money behind it, obviously, and with that is a lot of power and a lot of respect, and people are vying for those three things at all times. All times.
All the time. Money, power, respect. Oh, man.
Not just about the music, which sucks, but despite that, throughout the years, maybe not now, but throughout the years, we've gotten some pretty remarkable music out of it. So I'm psyched. I just wish it was a little more cleaned up and more focused on the music instead of all the bullshit. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. And that's the sad part about that's just life. Life is complicated, complex. All the music, everybody wants the original, the pure, the purest. And that's why when on those rare occasions where you get the pure and it's good, the shit go crazy, and then the artists try to do it again and it never happens. But life is crazy. But this is this type of shit that I hate to say it, but them rich guys, I ain't gonna say the name or nothing, but they them Illuminati motherfuckers try to explain. They try to explain this type of shit. They try to study and no, that's some God stuff. And don't try to explain God. You feel me? Don't try to explain that. Dead ass. I ain't religious. You know I'm not, but I know what's up though. Don't try to explain God. You can't explain that. Why Bobby Shmurda dropped that hot nigga and it went so crazy. Then he tried it again. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's why you laugh. But I'm getting it. Look. You can't explain that, my boy. Like, so, jeez. It is what it is. Like, magic is magic. Real shit is real shit. Like, and you made me say this because you said something about the authenticity. What you say, I don't know, but you know what I'm trying to say, man.
What was this?
Every country got their shit that somebody that come from another country wouldn't understand. You be like
100%.
And everybody there love it, and you like, what the fuck?
That's why there's been this meme floating around lately talking about like how, you know, Europe or just the rest of the world in general doesn't understand how or why America can risk millions of dollars in equipment and, you know, tens if not hundreds of personnel and people to go out and rescue our fallen pilot from Iran and get him back safe or just to recover his body if he had survived. So we went and got him back, and all these people across the world outside of America, they can't fathom that we would do something like that, risk all that money and equipment, all that money in general, and all that personnel just to get one person back. They don't get it.
Get them back. How could you not fathom that?
They just don't get it. It's not part of their thing. Like they don't believe in that. Apparently, it's I don't know.
You're right though. I can't knock them. I can't say that either. Yeah, I know what your point you're trying to get at. It's different.
Right. The whole thing is like at the end, it's simply said like a piece of paper doesn't make you an American. You know, like if you don't get that, you can
clip that.
You can immigrate.
You can't understand this. Yeah,
but if you don't get that, then you're not an American.
You just made me realize about this getting citizenship and stuff and why it's so hard because you got to understand the country. If you want to be a part of, you got to understand it. And every country should have just not accepting people. They got to do this or that or whatever else because they got to understand. You feel me? I mean, so wow, we getting somewhere. And
America is a very specific thought process as to how the world is and how it works and what human life is worth human life outside the United States, sadly to say, it's not worth as much here. And in third world countries, it's pretty much considered worthless. People are worthless in Middle Eastern countries to other people who do have means and money. But here, it's not like that. And
No, it's not like that. If you got money and status, because if you're poor, then it is.
But I mean, but I 100%. And look, no matter where you're poor in life, doesn't fucking matter. It sucks. But poor Americans still have iPhones and
yeah, you're right. We better off than a lot of countries for sure.
100%.
But when you said that, it made me think of the boy Luigi. He looked like somebody I work with, the guy that killed the CEO in the city.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So imagine just a dude coming to the city, killing another dude on a drug thing, whatever else. Would we know about it? No.
Nope.
So that's what I'm saying about, it's obvious capitalism. It's obvious money, the bigger, the more, you know what I mean, in America. Because the reason why we know about it, the reason why it's so big, because we got all the top lawyer, all the top everything looking and trying to find out what's going on.
Sure.
The company
There's a lot of reasons to it, but you also have to understand the reason that is a big deal is because that guy holds a position in a bank, a world bank, that's super important. Like, he understands the ins and outs of the banking system, which is not just like your and my money. This is world leaders and
that's
world.
what I'm saying, though. You just made my point, but I got it. Keep going.
Right.
Keep making my point.
So that's an important role to fill. So, like, when that guy died,
Only important for this. If he was important, like for a non-profit thing, if he was a boss of whatever else or this or that, it wouldn't be as big. For sure.
I'm not talking about status. I'm just talking about just human life in general. If you're in fucking India somewhere, no offense to India, but if you're in India somewhere or wherever, I'm sorry, maybe not India, but
not India. Don't say that.
Well, they have both sides. They got billionaires and they got people living in the streets. But regardless, anywhere else besides America, say in the Middle East or even Europe in some places, someone gets shot out the fucking window of a car and the car takes off.
That's true. That's true. That's something to think about too. That's good. That's something to be proud of.
Like, nobody's gonna care. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying necessarily where, but just imagine a country in the Middle East.
In America, you do that, you know, you better get on the run, get out of here, whatever else, because they coming.
Whether you're a street person or a CEO, the LA fucking squad, the LA police department is coming for you. The LA police.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean? Like, so while we may not have money and there are class systems and shit, at least we can move out of those class systems and move up with education, hard work.
Let's get some patriotism ahead.
Well, when you're born into a caste system, again, no offense to India, but when you're born into a caste system in India, you can't move your place. There's like.
So, what do you think about somebody like Fat Boy Flacco? Like, think about you going to London, and there's a big scene out there in the grunge and whatever, and they got YouTubers doing their thing, and you just infect the YouTube scene, and then you start picking out and getting beef with these guys that's out there and all that, and now you putting murders on them. Oh yeah, he stabbed the guy because they stab, they don't shoot. He stabbed the guy over there. Look, because the guy made you mad as he's supposed to be your friend or something else. Let's get back to the topic of this motherfucker before we get. This guy you got to think about, put the level of it. They don't respect us. That's why I'm so mad. They don't respect Americans or American culture.
Don't. And the thing is they don't even hide it. Like, they say it to cameras. They fucking say their name and then say death to America while they're in America, like living here. Like, it's fucking the disrespect is crazy, but because they know that nobody can say a word back to them. Because if we do, it's a hate crime.
You're talking about people that's not involved in in cultures that Americans that's not infected in American culture. I'm talking about these guys that's trying to come into you feel me? I'm not talking about some radicals out here.
No, the people I'm talking about are American citizens. They were born here. They live here. They may not even be from they might just be straight up Americans, like from an American family too, not even immigrants, but like the kids who threw the fucking bombs in New York City last month. They were both born in America, but their parents were refugees. One from Afghanistan, the other from.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. They're radicals. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about somebody that wants to get come into the culture and got a name with the kids and got an influence and coming and using hip hop and things like that, and just doing dirty, throwing poison in the game for the future YouTubers. They think that's how it's supposed to do it. They messing up the whole shit. That's not a,
it's crazy. Like whether they come here legally or illegally, or their parents came here and they're young kids and now they're getting caught up into it online. Like a lot of people get radicalized online through the internet, through chat rooms and message boards and shit like that. It's not always a face-to-face thing, especially in America or the UK. But yeah,
Ross is that doesn't fall on the line of radical. He lives in the UK. He comes out here. He's fascinated. He loves the music. He knows how to rap. He thinks he's a rapper. He's not a bad rapper either. But at the same time, he put 19 bodies on him and 20 bodies on him and studying the game. And he realized through his role to YouTube, the negative foul shit is what get the views. So he just start throwing that in the game heavy. So that's a different case. But anyway, man, that's all I'm saying. Like, this is the American culture. When somebody come in and they putting stuff in, they got to influence and they changing it. Who knows? It throws us off course. We don't have the power to do that. Does any American kid got the power to go anywhere in any country and throw some shit in it and then start like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
shutting it down.
Well, we had that one kid who went over to North Korea on a trip, and apparently he like stole a sign or something, which we don't know if that's actually really true, but they wound up just for doing that, they wound up torturing the kid to the point where when he came home, he was a vegetable.
Now, say he was a kid that was living out there and he was making YouTubes about a North Korean artist and something like it just infected the whole shit and making foul shit. Like we allow a lot of bullshit out here and it's backed up by us and it's disgusting. But anyway,
tortured the shit out of him and pretended like they didn't do anything. Like that shit just happened to him, and it was all over. According to them, it was from him removing a sign in a hospital from a wall, like just a sign that was written in North Korean or whatever. And everybody wrapped it up, and they basically tortured him to death. He died shortly after getting back to the United States on a medical flight. But they killed him.
Yeah, that was sad. That was fucked up.
It was very sad. But it teaches you a lesson too. Like we have it really good here in America, and even our legal system is far, far nicer to criminals than most countries are to their citizens in general. So like a lot of countries out there feed their citizens like.
You're not gonna get no fear mongering TV over here. We I gotta agree with him. I'm attached to the positive. I agree with him, everything he's saying. Because when he say that, I'm gonna go with that, for sure, because it's true. And you gotta look at that. Look at the positive.
For every bad situation for people in the world, there's a great one too. You know what I mean? Like there's really great places out there that don't have any problem with fighting and wars and crime. There's a lot of nice places, but I'm just saying, like, right now, we were just happening to talking about North Korea. I mentioned it.
You're right, though. You're right.
They starve their own people. You know what I mean? Like, and then people say, like, North America is a horrible place. You know, America is the worst place ever. It's like, my God, like, I don't understand.
But I feel like you focus on that a lot, and that's the bullshit.
Well, I mean,
it's not a lot of people. You always get into those people. Oh, people say America. Like, what the fuck?
Well, no,
let them stay in the corner where they at.
The people don't say it. The news doesn't cover it, man. Like that's the bottom line.
Because it's stupid. You don't got to cover that. Why would you cover that? Oh, these people, they don't like America over there.
The entire news is people who hate Donald Trump. Yeah, I mean that's all the news.
Oh my God, here we go. There we go.
No,
every president, there was people who hated. Every president had haters. Because of Democrat and Republican, because the way it's going.
But every time you go on, like liberal news media, at least, you know,
the democracy is those parties is just the problem because if you're not on the party, if we was all the same thing, and then the president's voted in, then it wouldn't be as big as it is.
That shit, it's horrible. Like I've said that from day one with politics. When I got into it, it's like I don't care what a politician wants to tell me about their opposition. I don't care.
Whoever gets voted in, we all should be like, and that's it. So now the parties come in, and then I'm gonna do it. Oh, that's why because you're voting for somebody else the whole time. I mean, I get it, but
I'm just saying, like when they're running, I don't want to hear what the other person didn't do or did do. I want to hear what you're gonna do, what your plan is. I don't care how bad of a person that you think the other one is. I don't care about that. Just tell me what you're gonna do. Like I'm not voting for people based on how bad they can slander their opponent or how bad their opponent is. I want to vote for the person who's gonna be the best for me. not the person who, not to deny the person who was the worst.
Okay, but
And
tonight's
so-
show ain't about shitting on America and our Americans. We about the invaders that's coming in here trying to infiltrate. And it was a great, I don't want to get too deep. We could come back in a minute on another show and do another title. We ain't doing that. You feel me?
Yeah, I don't
Anyway.
want to get into that. I just wanted to say that America's a great place. That's all that was.
And if you're coming and putting content in these youth's ear, do it the right way and protect our rights and our amendments and innocent till proven guilty. Protect all that. If you want to throw slander, do that. That's cool. But protect how we live in America. Don't play with that.
Because if this all goes away, folks, if this all goes away, we don't get to do any of what we're doing right now, like at all.
Freedom
Especially-
of speech is a good thing.
Especially in our country, because whoever comes to knock us off is not going to be nice about it.
Yeah, there's unwritten rules. Court of public opinion is messed up. If a big podcaster Pauls make a video about me and say, "Bah, he did," people gonna believe it. And then I'm walking in the street and I'm like, "What the fuck?" You feel me? So it's disgusting. So hey, they get their money.
We got another good note. We got beautiful weather coming up. It's going to be a little rainy up here in New York, but we're going to be in like 70 to 80 degree range. So we got our week's worth of spring this week. And now it's about to start our summer cycle because that's just how it goes here.
We about to get into that them fishing trips too, and start doing them from out there.
Fishing, maybe some trout fishing.
How long is it going to take you to do the boat thing? To do the boat?
Nothing. It's a little tiny boat. I just got to put a new piece of wood on the back to hold the motor. That take me an hour. That's it. But it's all registered. It's all ready to go. I just want to rinse it off, and we're good to go. So we can go next weekend if you want. We'll just pick a nice day when it's gonna be sunny and warm, and go out and do some fishing, maybe a little drinking. Can you hear me? I think I'm frozen. I can't hear you much. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're definitely gonna do some fishing. Even before then, we can go do some trout fishing. Throw Bush in a pair of waders, get him a fly fishing pole, and watch them have fun with that. Get stuck in the trees a bunch. That'll be fun. And then, we can also bass fish. 10 minutes from my house, go a boat, all that. So we're good to go. It'll be dope. So we're going to bring you that content. That'll be a lot of fun. And we're going to try to get some outdoor stuff going this summer. I'm a big outdoors guy. Bush, I know you like fucking with nature. So we're going to try to get out there and do some stuff because we got great locations here in New York. We got beautiful state parks right next to the awesome lakes for fishing and swimming. We got the Long Island Sound, which is a great spot for fishing and swimming. We have the Atlantic Ocean out Long Island coast and the Jersey coast. It's all within an hour from us or less. So we're going to be getting into that stuff too, folks. So look forward to that. And that's about it. Have a great night. Stay safe. And, may God look down upon you and your families and keep everybody healthy, happy, safe, and maybe a little bit of money. That doesn't hurt either. All right, folks. It's the end. And we'll tap in with you soon. All right. Have a good night.
In the